Hi, I'm Danny Ecker with your Chicago Business Today Midday Report. An Israeli investor group has reportedly put the building anchored by Barneys on Oak Street up for sale, with reports out that it could sell for around $160 million after the group bought it just over a year ago for $117 million. Our Albie Galoon is more on what could be a lucrative flip for the investors. Albie, a 37% increase in price in just more than a year. I mean, this could potentially be a pretty big flip. It's prime real estate, but is it that prime? Why?
Well, it really kind of tells a story of what's going on in the real estate market right now. You know, prices have gone up a lot since the downturn in 2008, 2009, and they continue to go up. And if you look at prices of comparable properties, you know, you can make the argument that this property is worth as much as $160 million. There was a Lululemon store right in the neighborhood that sold for more than $7,000 a square foot recently. And so that just sets the bar much higher. And I think other landlords are going to be looking at this thinking, I can get a lot of money for my property. Let's put it on the market.
Right. And this investor group, IDB Group, it bought it from a couple local developers, Mark Hunt and Fred Latsko. You know, it was just about it was last March. Does it appear that they got a bad deal, or what was the situation there?
Well, it was a different time. I mean, the market has changed since then, obviously. If you go back a little bit further, those developers were in trouble at one time. I mean, they delivered that project in 2009, and they had a construction loan that they had to pay back. And around that time, there was no financing available to refinance property. So there was a foreclosure suit filed against the property. And you know, I think a lot of people looked at them selling that thing for $117 million as they got lucky. They were saved by the market. So they came out of that looking pretty good.
Okay, and then now IDB Group may be looking even better. But as we look at the bigger picture of Oak Street, there's been a lot of development, you know, a lot of activity there recently. The Esquire Theater being turned into a boutique group of shops. Is this Barney's case? Do you think it's an outlier, or are there going to be, you know, rising property values elsewhere in that area?
Well, I think if it sells for in the range of $160 million, I think people are going to say, wow, you know, I'm going to sell my property now. You know, I think if you look at what's going on broadly in the real estate market, the high-end properties, the properties that have the best tenants and the best locations are selling for really high prices. And obviously Oak Street would fit into that category. And you know, tenants still want to be on Oak Street. It's a very strong market still.
Sure. All right, Albie, thanks for the time.
Thank you.